R. Sridhar, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government City College, Hyderabad. Today's topic is capital versus revenue receipts and expenditure. In accounting, the main objective of accounting is to ascertain whether the organization has got profit or loss. So, in order to ascertain the true profit or loss, we need to match the revenues with the expenses. And here, before we match the revenues and expenses, one we need to differentiate between the capital revenues and capital items and revenue items. In today's class, we'll try to have a look on what is a capital item and what is a revenue item and what is the difference between these two items. To begin with, we'll look at the capital and revenue receipts. What is a capital receipt? Capital receipt comprises of contributions of capital into the business by the proprietor, partners or shareholders, any sums received from debenture holders, any loans and sale proceeds of any fixed assets and long-term investments. Here, these comprises the revenue receipts. Say for example, a company has issued capital in the form of shares, then the amount received towards the issue of shares or debentures, we call it as a capital receipt. Similarly, a company has taken a loan from a bank which is of long term in nature. This also comes under category of capital receipt. Similarly, if any asset, fixed asset is sold and the sale proceeds, we treat it as a capital receipts. The next one is revenue receipts or income. These are the outcomes of the firm's activity in the accounting period. Any receipt that is received out of the general course of action of the business or general activity of the business, then we call it as a revenue receipt or revenue income. Money received on sale of goods in trade or on rendering of services. Say for example, a firm has sold goods, then the amount received here, we call it as a revenue income. The examples for revenue receipts are sales, commission and fees received, interest or dividends on investments. Here we look at the difference between capital receipts and revenue receipts. So capital receipts, it is the amount received from the sale of assets, shares or and debentures. So whatever the amount that is received towards the sale of some, either it may be asset or it may be issue of shares or debentures, all those proceeds we call it as a capital receipts. It is the amount received from sale of goods and services. Here the revenue receipts includes those amounts which are received as a result of sale of goods and services. Then capital receipt do not frequently occur as they are non-recurring and irregular. Here the capital receipts will not be of recurring in nature, because whether it may be relating to the issue of shares or debentures or sale of fixed assets, this is not a regular activity of any business. So here the capital receipts are not frequently occurring in the business organization. Whereas in case of revenue receipts, these do occur again and again and they are in recurring in nature. So regularly the revenue receipts occur regularly because we sell the goods very often and we receive the income. This is of regular and recurring in nature. Then main item of capital receipts are capital and loan, which affect financial position of the firm. The major sources from where we receive the capital receipt is, that is one, so we issue the capital, and the second one is whenever we take the loan from long term in nature. And whenever these two happens, there will be change in the financial position of a business concern. In case of revenue receipts, main items of revenue receipts are sale of merchandise, discount and commission, which affect operating results of the business. Here the revenue receipts will not affect any financial position, rather they affect the operating results of the business concern, because they have a bearing on the profit or loss of the business. Capital receipt is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Revenue receipts are credited to the trading and profit and loss account. Here, whatever the capital receipts are there, they are shown on the liability side of the balance sheet of the organization. Whereas in case of revenue receipts, these are credited to trading account or profit and loss account depending upon the type of the revenue receipt received, whether it is a direct revenue receipt or indirect. Accordingly, we are going to charge it to trading or profit and loss account. In case of sales proceeds, we credit the trading account. In case of commission received or dividend received, we record it on the credit side of profit and loss account. Capital receipt either decreases the value of an asset or increases the value of liability. Here, say for example, the company has sold furniture, a fixed asset which has sold by the company. Here, this transaction is resulting in decrease of asset. Similarly, if a company has issued shares, to the public and it has received some proceeds, which we call it as a capital receipt, under this situation, the liability is increasing. In case of revenue receipts, neither increases nor decrease in the value of asset or liability, as the revenue receipt is not going to affect the financial position. It neither affects the assets or liabilities. So this is how we need to identify whether a receipt is a capital receipt or a revenue receipt. Then we'll move on to the next topic, capital and revenue expenditure. So when we have seen what is a capital receipt and what is revenue receipt, similarly there are some expenditure which are of capital in nature and revenue in nature. We'll have a look on what are those. First one is capital expenditure. It is the finance spent on purchasing fixed assets that are expected to last for more than 1 year, such as land, buildings, equipment and machinery. In simple words, any expenditure incurred to procure or purchase the fixed assets for the organization which are going to stay for more than one accounting year or 1 year, we call that expenditure as capital expenditure. Say for example, a business organization has purchased equipment for 1 lakh rupees. So here the equipment is fixed asset and which is going to benefit the organization going to reap from this equipment is for more than 1 year, and whatever the 1 lakh that is invested for procuring the equipment, we call it as a capital expenditure. And next one is revenue expenditure. It is spending on all cost and assets other than fixed assets and includes wages, salaries, materials bought for stock. So any expenditure which is incurred apart from procurement of fixed assets, all those expenses, we call it as a revenue expenditure. Say for example, we have paid for salaries, paid for wages, paid for rent, paid for purchase of stock. All those comes under the category of revenue expenditure. Then we will have a look on the difference between capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. First one is capital expenditure. Incurred in acquiring or improving permanent asset not meant for resale, may add to the value of an existing asset. Here, if a company or organization is purchasing an asset or else making some additions to the existing assets or improving the performance of the permanent assets, all expenditure incurred towards these is called as capital expenditure. Then what is revenue expenditure? It is a routine expenditure incurred in the normal course of business and includes cost of sales and maintenance of fixed assets. So regularly, what are all the recurring expenditure that is incurred due to the nature of the business activities, all those expenditure we categorize them as revenue expenditure. here capital expenditure increases earning capacity, because whenever some asset is procured, then certainly the earning capacity of the firm increases. And here revenue expenditure is meant or incurred for maintaining the earning capacity. So whatever the expenditure we incur, it will help to maintain the earning capacity. The next one is, it is normally a non-recurring outlay, that is investment. So capital expenditure is not a regular item. It often, with the company, whenever as and when required only, will go for the expenditure. And with regard to revenue expenditure, is usually a recurring item, that is regularly the company, the firm incurs such income, such expenditure in order to generate the revenues. It produces benefit over several years. Thus, a small part is charged to income statement as depreciation, and the rest appears in the balance sheet. Here, revenue capital expenditure, the benefit of capital expenditure is spread for more than 1 year. That is, say for example, a company has purchased equipment, then naturally the result or the benefit from the equipment is derived by the or firm for more than 1 year. And every year the decrease in the value of this asset which is procured, that will be charged against profits of, or revenues of that particular year, and the remaining value will be appearing in the balance sheet as an asset. In case of revenue expenditure, it is consumed within an accounting year, that is the benefit only, it benefits only 1 year. So whatever the expenditure that is incurred, the benefit of which will be received only in 1 year. Thus, the entire amount is charged to income statement, does not appear in the balance sheet. Here, whatever the expenditure that is incurred towards revenue will be shown in the trading or profit and loss account as expenditure for that particular period. It is an item of balance sheet. So whatever the expenditure that is incurred towards capital in nature will be shown in the balance sheet, whereas the revenue expenditure items will be shown in the trading and profit and loss account. This is how we will be able to identify the capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. And here we need to distinguish clearly between the capital items and revenue items, so that only the revenue receipts and revenue expenses are taken to trading and profit and loss account, so that we'll match the expenditure and revenues of that particular year, so as to arrive at a profit or loss position of the business concern. As the main objective of the financial accounting is to ascertain true profit or loss of a particular period, so by matching this we will be able to ascertain or attain the objective of financial accounting. Then we look at what is deferred revenue expenditure. Any expenditure which is in nature of revenue, but whose benefit is spread for more than 1 year, we call it as a deferred revenue expenditure. Such expenses are not charged to revenue in the year in which they are incurred, but a part of such expenditure is written off every year, and the balance is temporarily capitalized and is shown in the balance sheet till it is completely written off. Say for example, a company has incurred heavy advertisement expenditure in the present accounting year, but here the advertisement expenditure looks to be revenue in nature, but the result or the benefit of this expenditure towards advertisement will be spreading for more than 1 year. That is, the results of the advertisement expenditure will be reaped by the organization for more than 1 year. That means the revenue expenditure is in the nature of revenue, but as the benefit of which is going to be get reaped by the organization for more than 1 year, this expenditure we call it as a deferred revenue expenditure. And till the total amount, that is, say for example, if the benefit spread is over 5 years, then every year the 1/5 portion of the total expenditure will be debited to the profit and loss account as an expenditure for that particular period, and the remaining will be shown as an asset on the asset side of the balance sheet. So the total expenditure of incurred towards advertisement will be written off year after year for 5 years, and after 5 years the expenditure will disappear in the balance sheet of the organization. The other expenses for deferred revenue expenditure is preliminary expenses, that is the expenses incurred at the initial stage of establishment of the organization, discount on shares and debentures. All these are the examples of deferred revenue expenditure. In today's lecture, we have learned what is the difference between, or what is capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, capital income, revenue income, deferred revenue expenditure, the knowledge of which will help us to identify and match the revenues with the expenses. So thank you very much.